you guys, I have just a few minutes before I have to get ready to go watch a friend's daughter dance in a high school dance competition. So I thought I'd take advantage of the time and try a layered stencil. So this stencil is from PinkFresh Studios, and it's called Garden Florals. This was what it'll end up looking like. And if I like the way it comes out, I'll probably turn it into a card. So I'm going to start with stencil number 1, and they're labeled so that you can tell which way they go. And there's some little frames on here for lining it up. So this says stencil number 1. And I'm going to tape down my paper. This is mint tape. I think it'll be strong enough for this. So, and then this is the corner that I'll line the stencils up on. I don't have a stencil holder, but this stencil does have some guides on here. Now, I was going to do Distress Oxides. However, I only have one green in my Distress Oxide, so clearly I need to invest in some additional ones. So I have some of these Memento dewdrops, and so I'm going to use those instead. But for the flowers, I'm still going to use my Distressed Oxides, and I'm going to do the flowers in Kitsch Flamingo and Abandoned Coral, and then the centers I'll do in Picked Raspberry, because that's all on one, looks like one color. So we're going to start with this, and we're going to start with, it looks like the lighter of the greens. So let's see, I'll just use my green. There's not much on there. Now I haven't used these Mementos. I bought them. They were on sale. I bought some kits. And then I felt like they weren't as vibrant as I wanted. But that might work perfectly for this. And I'm just going to layer ink on. And I'm not going to get, I'm just going to do the straight colors on this. I'm not going to try and do multiple colors in ink in each layer. We're just going to do it simply, if you will. Now you can get a little darker, like if I want to do the stem a little darker, for example. I'm just going to go over that a couple times. Try and get it a little darker. On the two stems, and then the darker green will come in across the top anyway. Make sure I get all the little bits and pieces. There's another little stem up there. All right, I think that's going to work. Let's lift it and see. Nice straight lines, a little variation, very pretty. Okay, that's number 1. Let's find number 2. I think we start on the flowers next. See what it says. Yep, number 2. So again, I'm going to line up this little guide here and then make sure that, okay, that should be it. Let's see. Yep, that overlaps a little tiny bit. All right, and we'll start with, this will be the, we're gonna do this with the abandoned coral. Let's take this corner down. So this is kind of new to me, you guys. I have used some plain sort of geometric stencils a little bit in the background. I did that, a little stenciling, even with some multimedia dewdrops or Nuvo drops and things like that. But I've never done a layered stencil. So I bought a couple of them recently to try out. And if I'm going to be making more cards and things like that, I thought I would try it. Now that comes out, I didn't have to do as much layering on that. That came out really vibrant. All right, so that's done with number 2. And I'll wash these in just a minute. Then let's find, I think this is probably, wish I could see better, number 3. So I'm going to line that up. And my paper is not the exact size, so I am having to do some lining up. And I'm just confirming as I do this that I'm on the, and there is a little bit of overlap here, but that's shown in the picture, so I'm not going to worry about it. That's it. Oh, I was wondering, where's my pink? Here is my pink. All right, so we're done with abandoned coral, and we'll do the Kitsch Flamingo next. Now, as long as I think as long as I'm not trying to ink blend the Memento with the Oxides, which I'm not, they're individual colors, then I think I can do this and use it. Now then, I think I might want to get a little darker here in the middle. See if I can layer a little extra up there. Oh, I missed one right there. Do a little run over, make sure I got everything. Okay. Ooh, it's looking pretty. All right. Now this one is going to be the inside of the flowers and like the stamen, so it's to be a little bit more vibrant and darker. So this will layer on top. There's my, yep, so I'm lined up, and this will be my darker pink. So I'm just wiping off. So I'm going to use the picked raspberry. And y'all, I always call it pickled raspberry for some reason. Pickled raspberry. And it's even what I wrote on my little card. Silly. Silly girl. It's picked raspberries, not pickled. So let's see how this goes. I didn't quite have a maroon that it seemed to call for, but that's okay. But I figured this will add a layer of complexity to it anyway. And I'll put plenty of it on there. Let's take a peek. See, that looks good. I like that. And it looks like 2 different colors. This on top of the pink looks totally different than on top of the abandoned coral, I think anyway. So that's pretty. And then the last one is the dark green. on the leaves. So I do have a darker green. So let's see. All right. Look how pretty it came out, you guys. It's like instant card here. I'm so pleased with that. And that took, you know, just a couple of minutes. All right, well, I need to make some more of those and turn them into beautiful cards. Thanks, you guys. And join me. I'm going to do some more of these, and maybe I'll come back with the panels and show you how the cards turned out.